Daytona itself, it's special because it's a 24 and you're going for the watch.
You know, I was watching the race since I was young, and suddenly sitting in the banking on the track, it's just an amazing feeling, because we don't have such tracks in Europe. To do the track walk, to see all this history tarmac over there, it's just fantastic to be here in Daytona, and this is a dream to win this race.
You know, there's nothing that really prepares you physically than just driving, because the brake zones are so long and you've got so many of them. Your left butt cheek starts to hurt a little bit, you know, because you have to sustain a lot of brake pressure for a long period of time. So we did a test with the new car. Like, we just got a brand new, fresh Mercedes for this year. We did a test in December, shook it down. It was good. So we felt okay after the test in December, and then coming into the Roar, it's literally like going back to school. You do media day, you know, you get in, you're doing pictures, you're doing all of these things, and it's just a busy weekend. You know, you roll in day one and there's new suits. It's always good to start off with some fresh threads and get the year going, and it's fun. So we have Mike, Mick, Max, and me. And all of which are, all three of them are awesome teammates. Maxie is bubbly. Maxie has the most personality of everyone. So he's definitely fun to be around. And when we first were gonna be driving with him last year, I was like, holy crap, Maxie, like DTM champion, like, this is gonna be nuts. Like, it's gonna be super cool. And to like look at his video and just get to know him more, and just a super good guy, you know, super fun to be around him and get to work with him.
Yeah, so Mick, I know him since a long time as well. We shared a car already a few times, not even in Korthoff, but also in European Championship and World Championships. So he's a nice guy. Sometimes he's a bit calm. So you need to try to find a conversation, but it's nice, you know. It gives you also a very cool feeling. There is no stress at all in the team, and yeah.
Yeah, Mike is my full season teammate. Really quiet guy, but a nice guy as well. He knows all the track in the US, has a lot of experience. He's not an AMG driver, but he knows the AMG car very well, because he's raced with many AMG teams over in the US, so he knows how to go quick in that car, and I think we work very well together.
Last but not least would be Ken Koch. He's our endurance third driver, younger guy, youngest guy in the crew, but also tall, just like me, which is kind of handy. It's rare that either one of us has a co-driver as tall as the other. But yeah, he's very mellow, chill, great guy to have as that third or fourth driver, because he can just plug in, you know, no mess, no fuss, gets along with everybody, super easy to work with. And he was one of my guys that I pushed for to have as a guy in the car when we needed to get a silver for the endurance races last year. So really happy to have him back, and I think we should be really strong.
the Raw is all about getting you ready, yourself ready for the race, for the big one, and also the team. All the pit stops, you know, has to train, and setup needs to find on the car. So it's really a very important part of the whole 10 days.
It's pretty critical to have that crew, you know, consistency, just because of the amount of tasks that need to happen all the time, and the level of communication. You get, you know, used to how different people communicate, when they communicate, and maybe what they don't communicate because they know you're going to do it, you know. So it's those things that just happen kind of automatically and need to happen automatically, and the trust that you need to have that people are going to get that stuff done at the right time, especially when you have such a long race right at the beginning of the year. You need to have people that are in that flow already right out of the bat, so you don't miss things in the middle of the night when everybody's exhausted and forgets to tell you to do something. You know, people just know to do it.
I have to say, quite a small team, but it's really motivated to win races. And last year we won the Endurance Championship, so this year we're really going for race wins and hopefully Daytona.
Winning the championship last year, but not collecting a win was very disheartening. You know, it was cool. We were like, yeah, we won. But we're also like, we didn't freaking win. Like, it would be really cool if we could have won one. So this year, we're focusing on wins. You know, like when you win the Endurance Championship, you're focusing on different aspects of the race to try to get the maximum amount of points for the Endurance Championship. You know, the strategy might be compromised in the end to get those most points. And if you set yourself up in those times, sometimes it can hurt you in the end. Right now, we're going to set up the strategy to try to make sure we're putting the win at the forefront of our minds to be able to get a win instead of getting the maximum amount of points for the entire race.
It's actually like a really mellow, chill team, and everyone gets along great. No, we have a really good core group of guys that work well together. I've been in racing for so long, it's very infrequent you see a team that works so nicely together. Herb is the team owner, and he comes out to all of the events. Again, he's very involved daily on what's going on, whether it's, you know, what wrap we're putting on the car, who the drivers are that are coming in for the endurance races, making sure that we are staying within budget and doing all the things that need to happen to make the race team run. And then he's on site for the events, typically from like Thursday on is when we see him.
Yeah, Walt is the brain of the team. Obviously, he's our race engineer, so we speak a lot with him about everything, what we need as driver to make the car go quicker. He also has obviously some ideas every time. He knows all the tracks in the US, has a lot of experience, so I hope we can give him a race win soon.
I've met a lot of good crew chiefs in the past, but Chip is special. He is someone that is involved in everything, but isn't a micromanager. He is able to communicate well with everyone. Yeah, Chip's definitely one of the best crew chiefs I've ever met in my life. Super switched on, good dude.
So Niklas, I know since many years. He was my mechanic already in Germany in ADAC GT Masters Championship. So I know him since a long time, and I heard about that he's joining Korthoff, and I was sure that the car is in a good shape, good prepared. He knows exactly what to do. He knows the car since the beginning, so it's very important to have such a guy behind the mechanic crew as well as a leader. From now on, there's not much to work on. Only on the little details you have to work, finding the right pressure, using the tires right, so having not too much degradation. So that's really important. And the Raw, it's yeah, for me the most important part of this 10 days.